Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is officially the end of week 2 of my first semester of CRNA School. I will be counting down the weeks, trust me. In honor of the end of the second week, I figured I'll talk about what I've been doing for note-taking, studying, and how the layout of my classes are, especially since the whole COVID-19, everything being online type of thing. We'll talk a little bit about that, but before I do, I just want to give a shout out to SHOUTOUT Visuals for giving me this lovely DJI OSMO Mobile gimbal. So it is super cool. I definitely need to get better at it though because it's kind of hard. Please excuse the washer and dryer machine that's making that horrible noise. But yeah, it is so cute. It is a gimbal for your iPhone. It works really well and everything looks so smooth. It's like crazy. I definitely want to work with this a little bit more before I actually start posting stuff, like content that I make with it. But when I get some free time, I promise you'll see it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get down to it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is basically what my classes are like in regards to structure and format. So in general, because I'm not going to go into every single class, I'm taking 5 classes. In general, every class is basically requiring weekly assignments. I have weekly textbook readings for each class, weekly quizzes, and weekly discussion boards. Some make you not only reply to the question, but you have to reply to someone else. The only thing that I noticed is different from other online schools, our discussion boards, we need to be writing in APA format, and when we respond to someone, it also has to be in APA format, and we have to use a reference other than the textbook. So I can't just write back to someone, loved your idea. Like, I have to write back with information that would be useful to my classmates and not just put like, cool. So besides the readings, the quizzes, discussion boards, I do get lectures. It'll be basically PowerPoints that she'll give us like the download for, and then it's a recording of the PowerPoints with my professor talking in the background. And that's great because it gives us like the opportunity to do it when we have the free time, which is awesome. But there's just some professors don't do it at all. So in one of my classes, I'm just getting PowerPoints, which makes it tough because I don't know what to focus on more in the textbook than other areas, but you know, I'll figure it out eventually. And now I'm going to show you lovely people my iPad. So my school gave this to me, not as a gift though, because it was part of tuition. My school gave it to me to utilize for exams and everything, because we take our exams on a software called Exemplify, and that's what we'll be doing for the whole semester and for the whole program. Sometimes it's just in person if we do go back. But yeah, this iPad basically has all of my textbooks on it and all of my notes. I do not have 1 page of notes right now, so I'm saving the trees. We're using up a lot of storage. So the app that I use is, oh, also, shameless plug for my lovely boyfriend. He took this photo. I use Notability. It might be really hard to see, but all of my subjects are color-coded, like I mentioned in my previous video. I have here chemistry and physics in a green bar. Chemistry and physics also has a green folder, and I write things that are due in chem and physics with a green pen. So chem and physics is there, and then I have the 2 textbooks on there with PDFs with all of my highlights and the little notes that I take. For example, I can like physically write on the book, highlight the book. It's really a great app. It's $8.99, I believe. And for a class where I'll get PowerPoints, I also upload all the PowerPoints. So this is my health assessment class. So this lecture is about the head, ears, eyes, nose, and throat. And on the PowerPoints, I write notes as well. It's really a good app if you're someone that likes to like take notes on PowerPoints. If you like to do things differently and like make outlines, it's still a good app because you can take a random piece of paper. For example, I just wanted to write. I didn't want to write on the PowerPoint, so what I did was opened up a new document for a piece of paper and I just wrote. Look at that beautiful little drawing. I'm like the worst at drawing and like making things nice and neat, but this definitely helps, and it's all saving the trees, people. So, in addition to the notability and taking notes with the PowerPoints and watching the lectures at the same time, now we have exams. I told you we use Examplify to take exams. It's very easy. The teacher just uploads the exam. I log on, I can see that the exam is uploaded, then I have to download it, type in a password, and the exam pops up. Each class, besides two, because two classes are more writing heavy, so our tests are papers, and then the other three classes, there's 3 to 4 exams, depending on the class. So that's basically the general description of each class and what it entails. And then on top of that, I am not done yet, 2 classes require a little bit more work. One class, I have to do 40 practicum hours regarding health and social policy. So it's either like attending webinars, meeting with city councilmen, state senators, anything that has to do with health and social policy and being an advocate for that, we have to acquire 40 hours of. Then for health assessment, I am required to do virtual labs where we learn how to do a comprehensive head-to-toe assessment, and then I'm going to be tested on that myself. I have to perform a whole health history and interview and head-to-toe assessment in 30 minutes. And then on top of the virtual labs and the head-to-toe assessment as a grade, then I also have to do practice with a software called Shadow Health. That's on top of exams and quizzes and weekly discussions. So some classes require a lot more work than others, but that doesn't mean that the classes that require less readings and less work are easier. Because I feel like chemistry and physics is really tough and health assessment is just a lot of practice, because I know how to do a head-to-toe assessment, just like getting into the groove of doing it in a setting where you're in like a clinic rather than in the hospital. Now I kind of want to explain what I've gotten into a groove with weekly, even though it's been 2 weeks, but I realized that my heaviest days are going to be like Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday is when I do every quiz and every discussion board, because I spent the whole week reading and doing the lectures, and then by Monday I'm ready to answer any questions that they throw at me. And then I spend the rest of the week, like Wednesday to Friday, just reading, doing lectures, and then catching up. If I do all of that in a timely manner, then I start working on papers and projects that are due in each class, just so that I can get ahead. So when tests come around, I don't have to worry about submitting an assignment or a paper, because I know 1 week next month I have 2 exams, a paper, and a lab. So that's a lot in 1 week, so it's good to kind of look ahead, have goals for the week, and then if I meet those goals, I have extra goals that I can try to tackle. That'll make it easier for me later on. Also, I just wanted to mention the application that my school is using. So we don't use Blackboard. We switched to Canvas, and I used Canvas in undergrad, and I find it a lot more user-friendly than Blackboard. I'll show you guys what Canvas looks like on my iPad. Okay, so this is the general face of Canvas. All my classes are these boxes. I click on them, and then it's like announcements, modules, assignments, discussions, quizzes, all that stuff. Basically, you can get it on your mobile phone, you can get it on an iPad, you can get it on a laptop. So everything is super user-friendly and device-friendly. And that is really it. For the most part, I think my school and my semester is going pretty well, adapting to the whole online learning thing. I have not had any complaints so far. I've been doing my work just fine, and I feel like the teachers are communicating well with us, and they answer us if we have any questions in a very timely manner. So far no complaints, and I hope it stays this way. Look who's calling me. My favorite person. Hello?
Robert.
Hi. Well, I'm in the middle of recording.
Your video?
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube?
I need to go talk to Annie, so all you guys, I'll see you later.